Bones Beyond Time. A Mage the Ascension campaign. Ari. A-Red. Shay. Diesel. Walter. Galewind. Bones Beyond Time.
Hello, I am Kira858, and today we're bringing you Season 2, Episode 4 of Boss Beyond Time, our Mage the Ascension campaign. As always, we want to give a huge thank you to the love and support that we receive for this campaign, especially from the family community. We're excited to be back and tell you this wonderful story. And as you can see, we have some new individuals joining us as the cast. So first, let's have everyone introduce themselves, explain who they are, who they're playing, and any projects they're working on. And we'll start with our new members. We'll start first with Paige. If you'd like to talk about yourself.
Hello, I'm Paige James, and I played the mage Talus Kai. And he's a good guy. He's a nomadic doctor. Just like to heal people and help them out. And I'm currently in school right now, so not a lot of projects going on, but I'm learning a lot.
Perfect. No worries there. Next, we have the lovable Markeia. You'd like to talk about yourself, who you're playing, and projects you're working on.
Hey, I'm Markeia McCarty. I'm a host, producer, voiceover actor, and I just bounce around all types of places on the internet. For when this airs, look out for, I have an upcoming interview with Dragon Talk. So it's the official D&D podcast, and we're going to be talking all things Dungeons and Dragons, so go ahead and check that out. And if you enjoy horror, check out my podcast, Something Scary, which is 30 minutes of horror. So go ahead. You can find that Spotify, iTunes, wherever. It's called Something Scary. So I'm playing Xandria Luna, she's a trickster, but she's an idealist. She's also a pop idol. That happens to be a mage, and there's just a whole lot going on there with Xandria Luna and the Moon Crew.
Perfect. Next, of course, we start with our wonderful ST Reed. You'd like to talk about yourself, who you're playing, and projects you're working on.
Hello, everyone. I'm at Big Dude Ree on all of the socials. I'm currently doing most of my work here at this very channel, where I play a number of beautiful characters from Ardris and Rivenwood and Avis and Lords of Faerun, so you should definitely check those out. There's another big thing coming up that you should keep your eyes open for, but this lovely night, I get to be a storyteller to guide these lovely people through the world of darkness and see just how great or tragic things can be for them.
Ooh, well, at least we got both sides of the spectrum. Next, we have the lovable Aki. You'd like to talk about yourself, who you're playing, and projects that you're working on.
Sure. Hi, everybody. I'm Aki. Right now, you can catch me over on Saving Throw Show, playing New Pantheon Academia with a bunch of rad players over there on Sundays at 4 p.m. I play Diesel, member of the Celestial Chorus, the actor of the group, and also a bit of a big sibling to a lot of people in this group as well, and also a notorious flirt. Hello.
Oh yeah. We still have to see that date coming in with one of the goddesses, I believe, coming in relatively soon.
Oh yeah, did I get a date with another goddess?
I thought so, right? Wasn't there?
No, I went on a date with one of the goddesses, and then I have a date with Brandy's character.
Oh yes, right. Perfect. Next, we have the lovable melee damage. You'd like to talk about yourself, who you're playing, and projects you're working on.
Hi, I am Married. I will keep my introduction as short as possible because my internet is not being the best tonight, the mountaintop connection. But if you want to find out everything that I'm on and what I'm doing, follow me on all the socials at whatever they are /melee damage. And that is the best way to stay on everything that I'm doing. And tonight I will be playing Irem, who is the resident dumpster fire. She is a train hopping orphan child set out to take on the world with her sibling Ari.
Oh yeah. I guess that makes sense because that's your transition to me. I'm Kira858. I play the lovable sweet bean Ari, who, if I recall correctly, just saw their mother for the first time in years in the last episode. So this should be fine. I thought they were long gone. Who knows? But of course, you can be able to follow all of our content on twitch.tv/Kira858, where you see Lords of Faerun and other content. You also go see us here at YouTube. If you want to find out all of our information, make sure to follow us on Twitter at the Cookout TTRPGs for not just TTRPG information, but also Die Hard Dice, giveaways, and more. And of course, transition over to our good friend Walter. If you'd like to talk about yourself, who you're playing, and projects you're working on. Oh, sorry, Nosferatu Wicked.
Neither or. Yeah, my name is Nosferatu Wicked, or Michael, or Nos for short. I play, or currently I'm not working on any other project than this one, but I would like to because I really like doing this. I play the other resident dumpster fire, Walter, the caffeinated, smoking mess of a person who is honestly just trying to get by, surrounded by chaos. And that's about it.
Perfect. I'm also happy to announce that Boss Beyond Time has a Patreon. You can find the link to our Patreon in the description section below. All proceeds go directly to the cast, and Patreon members get exclusive content like Patreon Discord channels, after shows, and bonus episodes. Speaking of bonus episodes, we have an entire prequel arc exclusively for Patreon, so you don't want to miss how many of these mages came to be. If you'd like to support the show but can't do it via monetary means, you can follow us on Twitter at the Cookout TTRPGs. Liking and retweeting about the show truly does help the algorithm, and we appreciate it. So with that said, I think it's about time we jump right in and transition to our storyteller, Ree. So with that, Ree, take it away.
Of course. All right. So in our last session, there was a number of events that occurred and some bombshells that were dropped. However, this evening, our camera is not focusing on them. We are going to find ourselves following a pair of individuals as they are making their way through what would only be described as a medieval-like castle. As they are moving through, creatures from fantasy seem to be moving about around them as the foyer that they are moving through is decked out in ornate and strange green and purple vines that seem to be moving in a way that is both unsettling and strangely calming, almost as if taking a step too far off the beaten path will find yourself lost amongst the colors. Would our two lovely new individuals like to introduce themselves? I will start with Talos for this.
Am I just like walking with the other person?
You are?
With Xandria, right? And all right. I'm just kind of walking in this little blazer with the fancy little sweater underneath, and I don't really know why we're here, to be honest. Andrea, do you have any information why we're walking this way?
Xandria is more on the short side, about 5'4". On a good day, she's 5'5", and she's of mixed descent, predominantly Black and Korean. She has multicolored hair. It's afro, shaved on one side. She looks over at Tala. She's wearing her jacket jingles. Her pants are very tight, and her boots are very high. I got tickets.
Perfect. And we can use these tickets to go in then?
I mean, that was the person that I got them from that got it from another person. They said that that's what we could do. Normally, we should just be able to walk in without them, but I guess in this case, they have rules.
Okay. Why? Why exactly are we here, though? I'm asking you, like, why are we walking down this road into
the two of you are aware that you have received a summons from someone high up in the Order of Hermes. So you're not privy to exactly who that is, and you were told that they had an assignment for you. Other than that, you know that it is generally not something that happens. They do not explain more than you need to know in the Order. And you also know it's very rare for someone who is not in the Order to be brought to this particular location. So the fact that you are with Miss Luna here is out of the ordinary.
Got you. All right. And your people have no idea why we would be summoned here, Luna.
I'm handed a schedule, and then on that schedule is a whole bunch of everything. Sometimes I get to say yes to things and no to other things, but other times I'm just told to go to places. And I was told that me and you, my +1 buddy, had to be here at this time. That it was very, very important, and there were dire consequences if we didn't show up on time for once.
All right. I have some important meetings to get back to. I was just curious. Do you know how long these normally take?
Oh, well, if it's like a private, then those can take anywhere from like 5 minutes to 3 hours. Usually just perform for a bunch of really rich people that can afford, for you to do a private concert. But I'm not certain. If it's not that, then. But hey, we get to hang out, right? We never hang out anymore.
It's true. I barely see you now. How are you?
Things are good. But I'm like barely known here. Like, what am I doing here?
Yeah.
What is this place called? Columbus?
Yeah,
Where am I?
You're in Columbus. So, yeah. I mean, I just flew in from South Africa, so this is a bit odd for me. Everything is urban, so.
Yeah, I mean, how are you doing? How's the doctor thing going on? Are you like saving a whole lot of lives?
Very, very, very good, actually. We saved a giant giraffe not too long ago. Actually, right before I got here, I've been working with the sanctuary a lot, so they've been kind of helping me out and giving me work, and I grease a few wheels, and they let me into a few other safaris, and I'm trying to help out and kind of preserve the nature there. And I think it's important. The world seems to be dying at a very fast rate, and I don't really understand why we don't care enough. So.
Oh my god, that gets me right at my heartstrings. If any of your like little safari pets need an adoptive aunt, just let me know. I have so many stars like named after me now, and I should really focus on doing stuff that's on planet Earth. So I could adopt some of your pets.
That would be fantastic. I mean, after this, hopefully, if it doesn't take too long, we can maybe work out a plan. I would love that. If we can. Do you have a pool here in the States?
Like a pool to swim in?
No, like pool, you network quite well. Yeah.
I'm trying to build my network out here more. I mean, if we were like anywhere else in the world, but apparently I'm not much of a North American draw just yet. It takes
Well.
English-speaking people so long to catch up with everything else.
Yeah, I mean, I was technically raised here. I understand. We aren't the smartest bunch sometimes. Should we go in and see why they want us?
Yeah, let's go. I don't even have any songs prepared, but I did remember to bring my handheld mic. You never go anywhere without it. And Zandria has like a bejeweled like little clutch that's like a zip open that inside you're very certain has an equally bejeweled microphone.
Right. And as you all are finishing your trip, you see in front of you is an open doorway, and you can see kind of sitting what looks to be like some sort of strange desk made out of what you guess is obsidian, though it looks odd to you, almost like an oil spill in the way that it kind of changes colors. And you see sitting there are two people. The first is a woman that seems to be made out of plants, almost like what you would understand a dryad to be in fantasy. But you are pretty sure those weren't real, at least you think so. Sitting across from her is a woman who appears to be in her early 30s, kind of very long black hair, and this kind of ornate looking red coat with kind of long tails that you'd expect to see from like early medieval Europe. And you see there are strange symbols going down the front breast that you, Talos, would recognize as Enochian. For you, Luna, you recognize it as some sort of magical symbols that the rich people in this order use for things sometimes. It's never been particularly beautiful or interesting for you. And as you make your way in, you both feel as if the air around you is difficult to breathe. It's almost as if every time you attempt to breathe, the air is being replaced with gas or kind of just a thicker material. And as you kind of look at this woman, she kind of looks back at you and smiles before she says, "Well, you both arrived here in my wonderful estate and chose to talk about your mundane problems. I suppose that's not too much of an issue. Unfortunately, I don't have too much time to play with you, so I will explain what you're here for. I will allow you both to ask 2 questions, and then I will be sending you about your way. First, my sisters have taken it upon themselves to play with some of the younger mages in some backwater city, and I've decided that I would like to have my pieces on the board as well. So, Talos, I am sending you for that. Miss Luna, you are here because I have an old agreement with a member of the Adepts. I'm supposed to take a student, and technically this will be educational, so it will allow me to wash my hands of that as well. You all will be going to the American city of Cleveland, Ohio. Apparently it's popular with sports or something. That's part is not important. I am instructing you both to go and give a young chantry whatever it is that they need to not die. Apparently they have been rather tenacious in dealing with, an internalist. For you, Mr. Kai, is your opportunity to prove yourself a full member of the Order and earn all the responsibilities that will entail, so we will be keeping an eye on you. Miss Luna, I'm told that your organization has arranged for some sort of reward for you involving social media or something like that. To be honest, it's not my purview, but I'm told that you will be rewarded if you all are successful.
It's supposed to be a really stellar takeover event for Instagram and TikTok. I don't want to name names, but I will throw some acronyms out there. BTS.
Sure, I'm sure that will be wonderful for you.
Do you exactly what you need me to do?
First, you want to make sure that the mages over there now do not get themselves killed. They seem to have potential, and we are desperately in need of people with talent. If you can recruit any of them over to the Order, you are allowed to do whatever it takes within reason to do so. From what I'm understanding, some of them are unaffiliated. Outside of that, take the opportunity to learn for yourself. I expect to see you return here a new, changed person.
Well, I will try my best not to let you down.
Right, you both have one more question, and then I really must have you leave as soon as possible.
Oh wait, that counted as the question?
I don't believe I was unclear. You had 2 questions, and those were questions.
Well, are you like Poison Ivy? Like for real? Like is she based on you?
I think one of the younger students made that comparison. No. But then again, I suppose stories are based on someone, and after all, why not me? So if you want to go around telling people that, you are more than welcome to do so.
Okay, then second question, can I get a selfie? Because they'll never believe me.
Absolutely not. Talos, your question?
I only have the one.
Can I take
How
his
are you?
question?
No. What were you saying, Talos?
How are you? Are you well?
I'm quite well. Oh, this, I almost forgot. In a few weeks' time, there will be an event put on for the traditions as a whole. An opportunity to network and to meet people and do impressive things. If you can get your new companions to behave themselves, it may be a good opportunity for all of you. If you can sufficiently impress me with your performance, I could swing a few gifts from some of my more umbral companions.
What would those gifts entail, or is that too many questions?
If he gets one, I have one.
You are both entirely out of questions. Tell you what, you can properly make your way into the Umbra and make your way back to this castle. Then we can talk again. I will give you 2 more questions.
How about if it's more like a statement and it's not a question? How do
Just
you
your statement.
spell? No, wait. Spell your name for me so I can tag you on social media.
She looks as if she's considering it, and the plant-based woman beside her gives you an amused smile before they both kind of wave their hand to you, and the trees behind you begin to wrap around you, almost like a protective bubble. And as your vision begins to fade away, you hear the woman turn to say to you, or say to both of you rather, "Are the young always so odd?" And as that happens, our camera is going to pull away, and we are going to join what looks to be let's say, not quite a madhouse, but a group of mages who have had to deal with a number of difficult events and difficult pieces of information. So I ask the 4 of you, where are you at present?
So just to clarify, what's the time frame from the major bombshell that's delivered to now? Is it pretty much right afterwards, or
It's been about 24 hours.
Ari would be stuck to iron like glue, because they're afraid of like who this person's supposed to be, even though they look like their mother. So you're just like, is it? I thought she was gone.
Yeah.
Mm. Oh. Well, can I just stay with you?
Yeah. Yeah. Of course. Always. I think I have chocolate in my backpack. If you want to.
Okay. And you just see them pretty much like cartoon style, half of their body like sticking out of the backpack and just their legs like hanging out as they look inside for maybe some chocolates. I'm presuming that these are like the super old chocolates that are just like smeared and they're like, they're not really like crisp. They're like the ones that's been in there for a long period of time, just like the good old days. So you just see them take out the chocolate and just start chewing them, hands smeared with just delicious milk chocolate goodness, and they're just helping them detox from the whole situation. Like, this is better.
I want to say, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Walter's probably just there eyeing the situation suspiciously.
Diesel is in the kitchen area, leaning up against the island, and they're holding like a frozen bag of peas to like their ribs with one hand and chugging a protein shake with the other.
Did
Yeah, that's pretty much what Diesel's up to.
Did the mother actually call with us to the chantry, or did she leave after the event took place?
She would have been unable to move on her own due to looks to have been a not insignificant number of injuries. So I will say she would be wherever you all would have left her.
Oh.
I think Walter would be nice enough to probably help the new mom get into the chantry, even if he is very suspicious of the person.
Yeah, I think a couple of times in the earlier times, Ari may have popped out of Iron's bedroom just to look at their mom. And the minute that she starts to like move or shift in her sleep, they would run right back into the room and just like kind of like sit right next to her, like, oh, she moved. But yeah, they're kind of very nervous because they don't know what to expect from someone who were supposed to be gone a long time ago.
Yeah, so I don't think anyone knows what to do.
Well, do we have to fight that guy again?
Walter just kind of pops seemingly out of nowhere. I don't know. Probably.
Nothing worked. Like, I shot it with my laser tag gun, and it was a laser tag, and I was for sure it was going to work, and it didn't work. And then everything we threw at him, he had a suit that was like from like Men in Black. It just absorbed everything.
It's fine. We need to deal with it smarter, not harder. It's not our fault that the technocrats work like a hammer. We just need to be smarter about it.
Should we get help?
Probably, yeah. Would be a good idea. I just don't know where to start. Hey, kid, how is your sister holding up?
Yeah. He looks over to Iron, just like, you're doing okay, right?
And I looks at her like, do you need coffee?
Yeah, always coffee. You got an extra smoke?
And just pulls out, gives Aaron the whole pack. Just don't use all of it.
I will save you one. Thanks.
All right, you're welcome. I'm gonna go get you some coffee. I think Diesel's in the kitchen, and Walter's gonna go to the kitchen area. Starts making coffee.
And Ari puts up the respiratory equipment that Iron made when when she starts smoking. So you just see like this big old brown mass just like cover their face, like. And so nice and protected from the smoke.
And Walter just walks up to these like, so, do you have any idea what we're going to do?
If I had any idea what we were going to do you think I'd be here and not out there talking to them?
Good point. You doing all right? You got a bit knocked up.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to take time to heal, and I'm not entirely sure it was worth it, considering what happened. But
you feel bad about the woman, the technocrat person.
I mean, she was really cute, but she also didn't deserve what happened to her.
Yeah,
she wasn't bad for a technocrat.
Yeah, I guess so. Hey, I'm making coffee for 8. You want some?
No, thanks. How are you holding up out there?
I think Ari is just confused and I can't get rid of it on air.
I mean, that's par for the course. Aaron has...
So I'm worried about her a little bit.
Youth. Yeah. I think she kind of struggles with the same thing Ari struggles with, and I don't think she realizes it.
Maybe it's more that, if you think about it, she's been with Ari for the longest time, and suddenly the mom shows up. That has to have had some effect that's not showing. Well,
neither one of them have ever had the chance to actually be kids.
I mean, yeah, and I don't think, unless we do some very serious things, I don't think they'll ever get that chance again. But, we'll just have to work with what we have.
Yeah. I just think we're going to have to be a bit more perceptive.
Yeah. It's been, I'm going to be honest, it's been difficult between all of the people going away.
Yeah, constant change isn't something that's healthy for any person, much less someone Ari's age.
Yeah, I miss Vandal, I miss Pandora, I miss Shay. There is this whole weird thing going on with Truth, Gelwind.
Yeah.
It's been a time.
Hey.
Yeah.
Well, look at me.
Yeah, well. Looks at Diesel.
Even if the family changes, the mission doesn't. We take care of Iron, we take care of Ari. And as long as we keep our eye on that, even if things end up in flux around us, at least we have that to believe in. They're not going anywhere. They need us, whether they want to admit it or not.
Do you remember what they sent us here to do in the first place? Even? Because it's kind of...
Honestly, I don't think it matters that much anymore. I think what matters is keeping our friends safe, keeping ourselves safe. And honestly, those two are, as far as I'm concerned, the reason why we all ended up out here.
On some level, yeah, I believe that fate dragged me here, kept me here for a reason. And honestly, on some level, the traditions can get bent. I don't even know.
Don't say that. Don't say that too loud.
I don't even know why I keep fighting this fight sometimes, but hey. I'm too far in. I'm too far in now, and I'll have to do some thinking if I want to help get rid of the soon-to-be mayor.
Oh,
Cannot get over the fact that he got away.
Honestly, we've been, as much as your friend was cute, I think it was kind of stupid that we went with her plan. We don't have the kind of firepower he has, or the kind of resources he has, and as much as the tradition want to pretend otherwise, they're not out to help us.
I feel like there's a word that you forgot to add at the beginning of that entire thing, and it was yet. Not there yet.
I appreciate your optimism.
It's not optimism, it's the truth. We are eventually going to get to the point where we are powerful enough to take him on. We have no other choice.
That is true. Anyway, you should have on the coffee kind of holds up the 2 mugs.
No, I really am wishing I was anywhere on the West Coast right now. Then I could get what I really need without having to worry about getting.
We really need a vacay.
No, I just need some weed.
I think don't tell Harry, but I think I have some leftover stash from a couple months ago.
You're a beautiful human, Walter. Beautiful human.
It's not mine, but she's not around anymore, so I think it's okay.
Okay, cool.
Just take it from my room. It's in the cupboard.
Got it. I don't need it right now. For now, I think we better go take care of.
And Walt just walks out with the 2 cups of coffee.
And Diesel follows him.
and when they see you all approach, you just see Aries with, like, again, chocolate just smeared across their face. You know, they never had table manners, and this is made worse by the fact that they got the month-old chocolate from Iron's backpack, and so they just kind of like look up like a raccoon that just got out of the trash bag, out of the garbage bag, and it's like, oh, hi.
Hey, trash panda.
Ari, you're going to attract ants like that.
Oh,
does anyone have tissues?
Isn't that normal?
No.
Oh.
Does anyone? Do we have tissues? Do we have wet tissue paper?
We have a roll of paper towels in the kitchen. I'll go grab it.
And Walter hands Aaron the cup of coffee. Here you go.
Thanks, Walter. Yeah, napkins, tissues.
Don't worry. Diesel has it. Diesel has it covered. Don't worry about it.
Do you think that Mom's an angel like us?
I don't know your family tree. Maybe it skips a generation.
I don't know. How did she feel to you?
Oh. Wait. Her aura was muted. But I wonder if that was the mask. Let me check. I'll be right back. And they kind of like hop off the bed, and then kind of like slowly, like Metal Gear Solid, like literally with a brown box over their head, kind of like scoot over. And then when they see their mom's face, they kind of like slowly put the box over their head to pretend like they can't see her. She could see them. And then they're going to use their aura sight to see if their aura has changed now that the mask is off.
All right. This will be a coincidental effect because it is a vision-based one. Tell me how this manifests.
So essentially, they're just going to narrow their eyes, and they just kind of like slide down one of their glasses that they have on top of their large curls, and just press it against them, kind of like what you see on TV. And then from there, they're just going to see what they can see.
All right, roll it for me. Difficulty 4.
All right, here we go. 3 successes.
All right, so looking at the kind of shifting colors, the first thing you notice is there are not many colors in her aura at the moment, though from the bit that Ari's been able to push together over his makeshift training, you realize that is probably because she isn't conscious at the moment. You do see the signs of kind of faint white and gold color, which you recognize to be associated with like a purity or truthfulness, as well as a spirituality. So you figure that she herself is not awakened yet. However, she does seem to have some sort of awareness of the unawakened. It's almost as if she's in a half asleep state.
And then they kind of like, when they take notice of that, they slowly sneak back into the room and they say, so it's not completely like us. Her aura she's also sleeping, so that kind of messed things up a bit. But even with that, it kind of looks like she's in between worlds, like not really a mage like us, but not really like other mortals. And there's like white and gold too, kind of like how I see from our aura, but nowhere near as vibrant. Ours is quite a bit different. Well, you can't be able to detect mine because they'll hold up to the wristband that mutes their aura, but irons you could probably tell.
Do I know of any such creatures like this? Like, not sleepers, maybe not quite mages?
I will say, off the top of your head, you know there are supposedly plenty of people that meet that description. Some people say that the shifters are sort of in that state, but you don't know if any that would be in her particular position. So as far as you know, it is rather unique. You do know, however, that the white is also associated with the faith, and even in some rarer situations, what the chorus will refer to as true faith, which is its own unique ability. You aren't sure if she has it, as you haven't seen the color yourself, but you know that color, you know white is associated with that kind of grouping.
All right.
They relay that to everyone.
Right now, Walter just kind of goes like, "Wait a minute. What would I have to roll to see if Walter knows about a certain organization that's very centered around true faith? Would it be occult?
Yes, you could do an intelligence and occult roll.
Let's see. Would keen mind apply?
I'll say sure. The difficulty is going to be 6 for this.
All right, athletics. Where is occult? Occult. I am blind as a bat. Don't mind
Under
me.
knowledges.
Yeah, I always forget where it is because dumb as a bag of bricks.
No, don't say that.
Yeah, it's fine.
Base pool. DP mode none. Difficulty 6. Let's see, do the dice take me today? No, they don't. Do I have any 10s? 1. But I have 1, so it cancels out.
Oh. Okay. So you are aware that true faith is, well, faith in general is associated with a lot of witch hunters. There were the same people who were responsible for the original hunting of witches centuries ago, and even be further than that. However, you know there have been a not insignificant amount of awakened who've also had such an ability. And with that many success, I will say you're even aware that there are stories that some of the undead have had it once or twice.
And Walter just kind of looks at Aaron, says, she might be a witch hunter. I don't know how that makes you feel.
What?
That's an interesting thing to say to somebody who's seeing their mother for the very first time. And how long?
Hey, I Look, I'm sorry, I have no other way to put it. From what I know, what you're describing is most common with witch hunters. I'm not saying she is one, I'm just saying it's probable because that one is the most common. There are some exceptions, but yeah.
What did it would make no sense? Well, why would she work with evil mayor guy? Evil mayor guy uses like magic from like darkness. Like Charlie Murphy. Like he would have known. He would have known about Charlie Murphy. Never mind. Like darkness. You know, it's
Well, I mean, did she seem completely in control of herself?
Oh
Yeah.
no, that is yeah. I noticed it was different when we took off their mask. And she seemed like she was fighting something.
As you all are talking, Aaron, because you are usually a bit more, well, actually, with both Aaron and Ari together, because you're both a bit more attuned to each other and the kind of nature around you, you begin to notice a small plant begin to grow in the middle of the center of where you all are standing.
Where did you come from? Hi.
Yeah, that's
Did you do that, Iron? It's pretty.
Could you say that again, Harry? Sorry, I'm having a hard time. Weird.
No worries. Did you do that? Did you make that?
Not intentional. Not that I know of. No, that's weird. Maybe we need some.
Well, I guess we'll just have to try to take care of it.
Wait, what?
It's a plant that just grew out of nowhere.
what color is the plant, storyteller?
Green.
It's green? Okay. Well, I mean, having a plant here, I mean, even if it's magical, means a crack in the foundation, which is not great for the building.
So we have to get rid of it?
Well, I don't know that we have to get rid of it. We just have to make sure that if it is going to stay here, it doesn't do any structural damage.
All of you with an awareness trait of at least 3 begin to feel that the plant is drawing in quintessence from the surrounding area. And before your eyes, you see it begin to double and then triple in size until it's more of a large bulb, kind of just coming straight up out of the ground. And as you begin to wonder exactly what is happening, the plant begins to unfold, almost as if it is suddenly sprouting in front of you. Yes, in front of you. And you see standing kind of in the very center of this odd-looking plant are 2 people. And Telos and Xandria, you find yourselves suddenly standing in the center of what looks to be an odd movie theater that seems to also have chocolate all around it for some reason. And as you kind of look around, you see the 4 very odd, unique, and interesting looking mages before you. And I think now would be a great time for us to take a quick break before seeing what happens next. Right, as this now massive flower opens, revealing the 2 individuals standing at its heart. I will leave the story to the collective group. What do you want?
I immediately put Ari behind me.
Walter immediately blinks.
Oh no, we're friends.
Tell us, look at all this chocolate. Is this heaven?
I don't think so. Hi, I'm Talos, and this is my wonderful friend Luna here.
Hello. Xandria Luna, Moon Crew.
So,
Do you
I'm
always
guess-
travel by plant? Just a question.
Do you always travel by plants? She said.
Oh,
No,
when yes,
that
Luna.
was that wasn't us. I mean, if I was gonna travel by anything, I don't know. I would want to travel by something unexpected. Like maybe one of Talus's adopted pets. Like that would be neat. Travel via giraffe.
Yes, as long as they're okay with it as well.
Is
Oh
a
no, there's
giraffe,
consent.
giraffe more unexpected than popping out of a flower? I feel like they're equally unexpected.
So, wait a minute. Can we take a step back? Okay. Why are you here? First thing. Second thing, who the hell are you?
Well, we were sent by the order of Hermes to assist you
Okay.
wonderful mages.
Yeah, specifically Madame Sophia. So
Yes, yes.
and apparently is my mentor now. I didn't even know I needed one of those.
Right?
Yes,
That answer
this
is
is true.
who sent you?
Oh, this is Talos Kai. He's like awesome.
Hello.
Like a doctor.
So, is he this
Yeah.
shy always or just on principle?
No, of course not. Yeah.
So, it's not
Hello.
a tale of principle.
Shy, have you seen these guns? Flex Talos, show them the gams.
Oh, Loon. I just kind of motion. I work out sometimes.
Like,
Just-
Diesel
across
just,
his lives.
yeah. Diesel just does the thing that people do with their pecs.
The peck pop.
Talos just casually.
Can I transmute something?
Sure.
Storyteller.
Sure. What would you like to change?
I would like to change, like maybe a little of the rubble that I'm assuming wherever the plant came out of, maybe it broke away some pieces of the ground. I want to pick up one of those pieces and transmute it into a rose and hand it to Diesel.
What I would say, so manipulating a non-living thing is a bit beyond you at the moment. However, you can change some of the plants around you into
Okay, that works
a
too.
bit more interesting. Okay, good. So, all right, so we're gonna go through this really slowly for to kind of help bring you up here. So you're going to roll your arte, which will be 3 dice for you, and the difficulty here is going to be 6. As it is a life 3. Actually, it's a life 2 effect, so it'll be difficulty 5.
Okay.
So roll that for me, and every number that is a 5 or higher will count as a success.
So I have 2 successes. I have a 9 and 8.
Okay, tell me what this effect looks like.
You said the plants around then?
Mhm.
I just want to like kind of shyly. Oh, I guess I have to do yoga to get this started, right? Or do
You tell me. This is entirely up to you.
Yeah, I would like the surrounding plants to kind of just like blossom into roses around Diesel, and then I will kind of blush and shy away.
Alright, so you see several of these kind of moving about vines and things from this very large flower begin to shift into very ornate roses, a mixture of regular white and yellow roses. Your feet.
Diesel sees that and kind of looks at Talos and kind of gives like a nod of like respect.
So it's just like between the two of them, like,
Talos
I
is
already
super
introduced
red.
myself.
is that was that jumble of words supposed to mean something to me?
Yeah, I'm Sandra Luna. Moon Crew.
Who?
Moon
I
Crew.
will say Diesel recognizes who this is immediately. The Miss Luna here is very famous. I would say for
Pretty
the rest
sure
of
that
you,
if Shay was here, Shay would also be losing her mind.
absolutely. For the rest of you, you could give me an intelligence and we'll say streetwise or academics roll to see if you recognize who this is.
I should have guessed that you were awakened. Somehow it did never occur to me.
Wait, you know who this is?
It was a complete surprise to me. I'll tell you what.
Wait, do you know who this is?
Yeah,
Who is this?
Andrea Luna from Moon Crew. Or leader of Moon Crew, it's technically.
No.
It's a pop group.
Ah, that's why I never heard of it.
What was the difficulty again?
6.
Oh wow! Somehow.
Yeah, Walter, you feel like you've heard something by her in like an elevator once, maybe a business like lobby building once.
Are you the one that makes elevator music?
What? No. Like, you. It's been a while since my street days, but are you asking me to go outside right now?
Please don't.
Well, I have.
That's not what she meant. But also, he doesn't mean to be taxless. He's not from around here.
Neither am I. Where are we? We're in Columbus. Now, where are we? Cincinnati?
This is Cleveland, Ohio.
Oh, God, no.
What we are.
This is Byron, her little sibling, Ari. This is Walter. I'm Diesel. Welcome to the Chantry.
Quite a wonderful place. It smells very strongly of chocolate.
Oh, I go upstairs, it changes to smelling like popcorn. It's theater, actually. This is the basement of a movie theater.
How fun.
Whoever is your decorator, they are amazing. All this chocolate is edible, right?
Just sad for a
They
second.
they kind of like pop off the side of Diesel's leg with just like their hand showing. You just see smears of chocolate all across their, not just their face, but also also their heads. Like, I guess that was partially my doing. We have more if you want some.
Oh my, you are adorable. You're like a little decorating prodigy. I wish I thought about decorating my place with edible foods.
Oh, I can show you how it's done. The people don't like it when I do it because it says things get sticky, but it makes everything smell nice.
Well, if you eat it quick enough, then everything will get sticky, right?
Yay, right. Okay. So
There are more food groups than chocolate, Ari. I just need to remember that.
I am still working on that. I promise I will get better. And then they start to think over their head like chocolate, vegetables, chocolate, vegetables. And that's all they know.
So you're saying that I can't subsist on cigarettes and coffee?
No, you really, that's not even food.
It's been working for me for a while. I
Oh
agree
my
with
God, you're all gonna get scurvy. I'm gonna end up having to take you to the hospital for malnutrition.
I've been busy. Yeah, by the way, new people.
That's it. I'm cooking a real dinner for all of us to eat tonight.
Storyteller. Am I able to see everyone's like life, I guess, or, like how well they are?
You could do that as an effect if you like.
Would very much like to.
Okay, so for that, you will give me roll your 3 dice. Difficulty for this one will be 4.
Okay, you said 3 dice and 4 is difficulty, so 4 and up, right?
4 and up, yep.
All right, perfect. That means 3 successes.
Beautiful. So, with 3 successes, you are able to kind of just get a very quick general picture of everyone's health. Exandria looks to be doing pretty good. The others, not the greatest. You see that there are more than a few injuries on them. You see their internal health health is good, their lungs, their heart, and things like that. But each of them seems to be sporting some pretty painful wounds. I will let each of them elaborate on that if they wish, but you can definitely see that there are some areas that are not doing too good.
What's this about?
Diesel has been has taken that bag of frozen peas and used Saran wrap to like keep it pinned up against their ribs, so they don't have to keep holding it.
I think if Talos looks at Walter's lungs, they look like the lungs of a smoker.
And then what about the other two?
I will let Ari describe how they're doing.
Ari, they look perfectly healthy. They did it. I mean, you wouldn't be able to see their aura, I would think, but in terms of health wise, they look not that bad.
And then is it Iron?
Mhm.
And
Yes.
then what about Iron?
I'm actually not certain how Iron looks after that last fight. That's storyteller discretion.
Iron is doing pretty good. However, as you kind of look at her, it is not the injuries that are you find odd about her. She has a very unique connection to life. It's almost as if there's a kind of a passive healing effect kind of radiating off of her.
Oh, okay. If you all don't mind, I would love to help assist you on your wounds, if that's okay with you.
Ooh, y'all should say yes, because it's so cool when he does this. I mean, it's very inspiring too. I think I might write a song about this.
Well, I mean, it's better than a bag of frozen peas. What you got?
Storyteller, real quick. With Xandria, she has two in life, but her whole thing is chaos magic and Murphy's law kind of a thing. Is there any way that she could help tell us with this for everyone, or no?
I would say you could attempt to assist Talos, yes. You would be a kind of a more passive bystander since you don't quite have the levels to heal, but you can assist.
I
You all
think
need to
just
find a
a
way
serenade.
to cooperate.
I think she's just a serenade in the background while Talos does his thing.
Okay. I am absolutely okay with this because I want to see how it goes. So, if you wish to heal, so for this, you will roll 4 dice total because Mr. Here is giving you a bit of assistance. And the difficulty for this, since I believe all of Diesel's injuries are none of them are aggravated, they will be a total of 6, difficulty 6. So 6 dice.
All right. That is 2 successes and just 2 near misses to successes. It really bumps me out. Got 2 5s.
Yeah. So how does this effect manifest? How are you healing Diesel?
I would like to, because from what I was reading on life, I can change certain things inside people, right?
Yes, you
Like
can mechanically. It just depends on how it looks when you do it.
Oh, okay. I guess can I go over and kind of just kind of hover and do the healing hand kind of thing where I'm kind of observing and then if there's broken bone, I'm sure there's not. Obviously, I'm just if that were the case,
Well, there might be a bruise if you don't.
I bend them back into place and kind of almost do a massage magic.
Sure. As you take a good look at Diesel's injuries, you see that they are definitely bad, but they're not life-threatening. You've seen worse in your time. And as you attempt to kind of focus and you begin to repair each of the layers of muscle and bone, there you see it is a bit more difficult than you were expecting, but you have healed the most pressing of the injuries. That mechanically that brings you down to the bruise level, Diesel. But you've I feel you've helped.
Thank you. I mean, flowers and you make my ribs feel better. Like,
I get extremely like as red as your sweater, and immediately just kind of step back.
Walter kind of chuckles at that. Don't worry, they don't bite, I think.
only if you ask me to.
And yeah, has like a short voice like, then.
Hide face, hide me in a closet. No way, I'm in tight places. Actually, don't do that.
Right, good to know.
Well, I mean, you said you were here to help.
Yeah. Does anybody else need any kind of healing at all, or I'm more than happy to take a look.
Will you have coffee? Maybe sit down finally? That'd be good.
Oh, I would take tea if you have like a bunch of sugar. I do like 4 spoonfuls.
Do you just... Would it be easier if I got you soda?
You have soda? You said coffee and tea.
No, if you want just sugar, I can just get you soda. Just cut out the middleman.
We actually have a fountain drink machine upstairs in the concession stand. You can stick your head under it.
Don't do that. That's
I don't need to go that far with it, thanks. But I will take a proper cupful. Thank you. Or a can.
All right. What about you, shy guy? Do you want anything?
Oh, no, water's fine for me. Thank you.
I like him. And Walt just goes off into the kitchen area and he just stops. Oh, by the way, ever since one visit, this place has been acting a little weird. Sometimes when you open one door, you end up in a completely different room. Thankfully, it's usually the one you wanted to go to. So if you ever walk through multiple doors and end up in the same room, don't worry about it. And he just disappears somewhere and goes into the kitchen area.
Oh, totally forgot. Talos, we have to tell them why we're here.
I was just about to ask you, how much do you know about why you were sent here?
Well, we weren't told very much. Luna does seem to pick up things a little bit quicker than I. So, Luna, if you'd like to explain, that would be best, I feel. You're
Well,
crowds.
to do like a quick and small summary of everything up to this point. We got an exclusive invitation. I thought it was tickets to like a show. It wasn't tickets to a show. It wasn't a private, like doing like a private concert. It wasn't that. Apparently, Talos and I were called by the Order of Hermes, specifically Madame Sophia, and in particular, there's awards that be given to both of us depending on if we complete our objective being to be sent here to all of you to help you in the best way that we can. I assume Talos with this like messy stuff because he's like Mages Without Borders kind of deal. And like for me, I assume probably because of my resources and just like I don't know, me. I don't know how I can help, but if I can help, then cool. I'm looking to be more, what's the term? Entrepreneurial? Something like that. I saw it on a website one time. So, but in any case, there is an event that's going to happen in a couple of weeks, and it would be really awesome if by then you trusted us enough to then attend said event, and in the words of Madame Sophia, behave. Personally, I'm a chaos gremlin, so I'd go to the event just to misbehave, but I'm not going to tell you how to live your life.
And Walter just walks in with the water and the soda when he hears the chaos gremlin. What? Walks over, hands the soda, hands the glass of water.
So, as my associate Luna was saying, yeah, if we can assist you in any way, just let us know, and we will try our best to help you out.
Walter looks at Diesel, like, kind of looking for guidance.
So, far as helping us goes, that is a complicated task to be assigned with because we are currently having to deal with stuff that is slightly outside of our scope of power at the moment. So we have a lot of work to do to get ourselves to the point where we're actually capable of taking on. I feel like I should start at the beginning. I just don't exactly remember how the beginning starts. Go ahead, Walter.
So a couple weeks ago, or has it been weeks or months? I'm kind of confused.
It's been about 2.5 months since the beginning.
So about two and a half months ago, we were sent here to Cleveland to investigate some stuff, mainly disappearances of people, and to establish a foothold in Cleveland for the traditions. Because apparently, empires went away and they wanted to settle here. Anyway, we discovered that there are people who kidnap people like us, sort of, and they work for the soon-to-be mayor of Cleveland, who just happens to be Nifandi. If you know what that is, you know what that is.
Cleveland has a mayor? Why?
Don't look at me. I have no idea why they want this place so badly.
So we're going to eliminate said mayor?
Not just him, anyone who works for him as well. And it's not necessarily about eliminating him so much as neutralizing him. And if the two things happen to be the same thing, then but
do you know what a Nefandi is? First of all,
what was that?
Do you know what a Nefandi is?
Well, it sounds like an up and coming designer, but I don't have any of their stuff.
I wish. The best way I can put it is from the limited knowledge I have.
So you were saying?
Do you know what a Nefandi is?
You were explaining it to us.
No,
right.
Like Nafandi just kind of sounds like something that would be like Banksy would do. Is that a Banksy?
Oh,
A Nafandi?
Don't remind me of Banksy. I have some words. Never mind. Okay. From my limited understanding, Nefandi are basically reverse mages. I don't know how it works. I just know they go about getting magic the opposite way that most of us know. And that kind of makes them dangerous. We encountered two so far. One of them is dead, courtesy of Aaron, and the other one is the soon-to-be mayor.
I have any questions.
Yes.
We have hopeful answers.
Do you want to sit down first before you ask me those questions? You've been standing there in front of the flower.
We'll say, Talos, you can make an intelligence and a cold roll to see what you know about the difficulty 6
and 3.
That's your education.
Correct.
For this, it'll be your intelligence stat plus your occult stat.
Okay.
So you would use that many dice.
Let me just make sure I look at that. You said intelligence and occult. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I don't think I have any. Oh, yeah, I have 2 occult. That's okay. And you said it was higher. 6 or higher? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There's 1, 2. Not looking so good. 3 successes at that.
Okay. 3 successes. You are aware of what the Nefandi are generally. You are aware they are mages who have dealings with infernal creatures, usually demons from the Christian Bible, usually, but not always. they're typically dark, twisted individuals who are better off destroyed. That's where the Order for Maze's teachings.
Okay, that's not good at all. And do you know where exactly these mages are? Or are you still searching for them?
Well, as I said, one of them is dead, and we know where their former compound is. I don't think they're there anymore. But
Do you know how many there are?
Besides the two, I mean.
we
Yeah.
didn't have a. From my limited understanding, I had a vision some time ago that showed a crowd of people, but I'm not sure if that crowd was the kidnapped people or the dead family. I am not in control of those yet.
Mm.
I think it's safe to assume that the mayor is at least one of the leaders, if it is a group. And if he falls, there's a good chance there's somebody already in place to step in for him. We just have no idea who that person is. We're not, haven't had the chance to really dig into his network yet, with the exception of, a few people that have kind of come out of the woodwork.
We've been kind of just monthly running around with our heads cut off.
All right.
Okay, well, like your big bad, this mayor who is an Afandi, and I swear that just sounds like a category on fandom or something like that. But in any case, okay, well, there's always front of house and back of house. So the front house, it's a public facing of your mayor. So public facing, who's their second in command? Because chances are that person is not clean.
Public facing, the second in command is dead.
Oh, what's that? The other one? The third.
The third one is the crazy gorilla man who doesn't know the difference between an aura and a magical doohickey. So that's what we know
so
of.
the front facing are puppets then, so the back of house is where it's at. Well,
we do have
dealt with
one of the mayor's security guards here.
Looks at Diesel.
You do?
As a captive? Have you tortured him?
No.
I was so good at torture, I think. I haven't tried it, but I think I'm good at it.
Well,
Let me try.
No.
I can get you answers.
Before we torture, do you mind if I see the captive?
They're not a captive. Not exactly.
It's complicated.
Did you kill them?
Is it a Stockholm syndrome?
She's alive. No. And Diesel sort of gives the two of them kind of this motion with their head to the side to be let's kind of move over here and talk a little bit quietly for a moment. And they dig around in the bag next to them, pull out another chocolate bar and shove it at Ari. Just kind of give Iron a look.
Yeah, good choice.
And then moves over with Walter and Talos and Andrea over to the side.
First of all, cool your horses, Luna. We are still people. Yeah.
You can still be people after torturing someone.
No.
It's in the history of the
Annika
world.
looks at Talos. Is she crazy?
I told you I'm a chaos one.
She means well.
No, there is a difference between being a chaos girl and being gestures.
Okay, all right, Walter, let's everybody deep breath. Just a moment. The only reason we have her in our custody is because she's connected to a few of the members of this group. She is Iron and Ari's mother, and we're not entirely sure she was his security guard of her own volition.
No, I think we're pretty sure considering the display of resisting.
very possible she was brainwashed, and we don't know much about what happened to her. She's been asleep since we brought her back. And I mean, if you wanted to take a look at her, Talos, you might be able to figure out what's wrong with her.
Yeah, do you know if she was brainwashed, the manner?
Probably magical.
Yeah, they were wearing
Well,
these
I
masks
assume that's
over their head.
yeah.
What's her name?
I don't know. Ari and Aaron haven't really talked about her since we brought her back. Kind of avoiding having that conversation. And that's actually something they're really good at. They're really good at avoiding having important conversations. And not exactly Ari, but Iron definitely. So just so that you know, she can get good reason, for very good reason, a little bit defensive when you kind of dig a little too far into a private life.
Walter kind of looks at Andrea when Diesel says that.
Yeah, no, I understand because like paparazzi totally get into your life.
Yeah.
Makes you feel really bad.
If I could take a look, that would be fantastic, really.
Yeah. I mean, I think you should definitely ask Iron and Ari first, you know, because she's their mother. But I think it's a good idea that you take a look.
So I head over towards Ari, is it, right?
Mm.
Hello, little one.
Hi.
Would you...
Are you going to torture my mom?
No. I'm a doctor. I help people. And I would very much like to help your mother. And if you could show me her, if that's all right with you, I could take a look and see if maybe I could fix what's going on in her brain. Do you understand that?
If she wakes up, I'm going to run away, okay?
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Because she tried to hurt us. I'm not sure what's going to happen.
Oh, okay. Yes, if you could stand back at a safe distance, then I would very much like to take a look at her, and hopefully no one gets hurt, and just help everyone. Does that sound good?
Okay. Do you want some chocolate? It might make it easier to concentrate.
Oh, yes, I would love some chocolate. And I just kind of...
It'll break a piece off the part they didn't eat, and they just hand it over. Like, here, it can help with casting spells, too, because your hands get nice and greasy. It makes it easier to do hand gestures.
You're so very thoughtful. Thank you.
And then they start waddling forward with their Baby Yoda backpack
There
over
you
to.
go. New guy, Telos. I just need you to know one thing. And Iron does get very close to Talos. Do what you can to fix her. If you do anything to hurt her, and Iron will look over at the what's left of the plant and the vines that they showed up with, and she will use her prime to kind of essentially pull the energy out of what's left of that plant disintegrated into pure quintessence.
Okay, roll your R-take for me. This
Baller.
Is I will say this will be difficulty 7, actually.
Can I use 2 points of quintessence to bring that down, or is that too much? Can I only use 1 point?
And you can use up to 3 points.
I'll use 2 to bring that. Does that bring it to a 5?
Bring it to 5.
A big power move energy.
You can also spend a point of willpower if you like.
That was okay. So I forgot the rules on this. 2 of them are successes. 1 of them is 10, and prime is my affinity sphere. Does that make it crit? Because it was my affinity.
Let me double check your character sheet. So you still need to choose a specialty for your prime, your mastery of prime time. If you would like to choose destruction, then the 10 will count double.
Oh, choose a thing? Oh, yeah. Well, she is kind of a wrecking ball, so that would make sense for her to choose destruction. So, yeah, I will go ahead and do that.
And yes, the 10 will count double. So that brings you to 3 successes, I believe.
Excellent. Yes.
Okay. Then, yes, with 3 successes, you see this plant beginning. It's not so much as the plant dies, as it simply ceases to exist. For those of you with an awareness trait of at least 3, you are aware that the plant is becoming something both more and less than it was, as what made it up, its kind of core existence, simply dissipates into the surrounding area.
Oh, well, we won't need any need for that.
That wasn't even ours. Like, holy crap. They're probably like crap bricks on the other end of that thing right now. That was cool.
Oh, that's what you did to the other witch lady, right? It looks like the same. It looks like her face.
Yeah. Crap, I forgot you saw that already. Sorry.
It's okay.
But I do promise that there will be no harm done. If I could see her, that would be most wonderful.
Y'all talking about me wanting to torture people and y'all out here vanishing faces. All right. I see you.
We almost always only ever do that sort of stuff in self-defense.
Or defense of each other.
I understand.
She was trying to hurt me. Well, she did. Her and the were-gorilla. He punched really hard.
Were-gorilla.
And then they'll make their way with their chocolate in their mouth on a bar, making their way over to where their mom is. Like, this is mom. But she's unique because she's not a mage, but she's not like other mortals. They say she might be a witch hunter, so you have to be careful.
Do I know what a witch hunter is exactly? I assume.
Yes, you are aware.
I was like, I don't want to respond in character to that if I don't know actually.
Is that like a common knowledge thing? Or
Yes, all mages are generally aware of the concept of mage hunter. Specific details you'd have to roll for, but you know.
Okay. All right. And then I was wondering, since I have 3 in time, if I could perhaps see into the past and find out exactly how they were brainwashed, and maybe figure out or formulate a plan to fix them. If that's all right.
I have two dots in time. Could I assist with that?
Like,
and if not, I also have 3 dots in time.
All time mages. All time mages.
We want for Talos to do this. That's what we're saying right now.
No, Luna, you're more than I'm the healer, really. But
wait, so we have 3 mages here with 3 dots in time, I
only
think?
have 2 just yet.
Okay.
I only have 2 as well.
Okay.
I wanted a third.
But I will have 3 soon.
See, this is why we're together.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will say, you all are attempting to work together. For the people who have time 3, you all can add your successes together. If you only have time 2, then that would just be 1 additional dice to the pool. For Talos here, since you are going to be the main person.
I don't need to do it, just so everyone's aware.
We're here. We are.
I mean, I would love to roll for something, so that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I would say it's up to you. You all could negotiate however you want. If Miss Luna wants to take lead on this, she can.
I'm adding one die to anybody's roll, whoever is doing it.
Yeah, I'll give it a roll.
All right.
It's
Okay,
like-
then you give.
Luna saw Talus with doing like, all their healing stuff, and earlier they were like, "Oh yeah, I could bring something. What can I bring? I don't know," kind of a thing. And then
Time.
and then seeing Talus go over and start. I don't know, in a massaging the air around the person's head, not touching them, but like massaging the air around their head. Luna's like, "Oh, I know. We're gonna do that thing like we did that time in Helsinki, yeah?
Yes, you remember.
I remember everything. Tell us. Okay, but let me take lead this time."
All right. Yeah, you're a bit more apt for it than I am. And I step aside, but massage the air from behind.
Okay, so to make sure I fully understand, you are just trying to see what happened, correct?
I'm gonna assist if I may, from behind the scenes.
Luna's not looking for direct, like, print to picture experiences. She's a very sensual person, so her being able to trace things back with like songs that person had stuck in their head at the time to things and things just around that they focused on, like for instance, like if you're in an office building that you've never seen before, you might focus on someone who has a purple chair because you love the color purple, and suddenly you remember everything about that person. You might be able to place something because you're focusing on something that other people might think was insubstantial. So this is with her chaos like kind of a thing. She focused on all the insubstantial that brings itself into focus in a picture, if that makes sense.
Okay.
The stuff that's on the periphery is what she deals in.
Okay. I roll 4 dice, difficulty 6.
Okay.
And also, if you wish to assist, you would roll me 3 dice at difficulty 6.
Perfect.
Do tens count as tens or zeros?
They count just as one success for right now. So, yes, a 10 is 0 on the dice, a 10. Okay. 3.
I got a
How many for you?
8,
Did
10,
anyone
and
roll
7.
any ones?
I got a 7 and a 10.
Okay, a total of 5 successes. So as you attempt to kind of just interact with the not so much as time itself for you as just kind of that song, that melody that exists in all of us, really, you begin to have a picture painted for you, Alexandria. You see the process used was an extreme version of that feeling when you have a kind of a song stuck in your head. Except for this person, it appears that instead of kind of a light repetition, it was more like constant rote repetition until there was nothing more to think about, until they were kind of forced to repeat this same pattern, this same song over and over again. And as you attempt to focus on it, you can see bits and pieces, and for parts of it, it's almost like looking at an incomplete song. You figure you may be able to undo it, but it would be risky.
Risky is my second to last middle name.
All right. You would need the assistance of your friend Talos for this, but go for it.
Luna would look over at Talos and be like, okay, hey, so
Yes.
you remember that time in Denmark where I did like a deep dive into someone's mind matter and it got really bad and I got lost? This isn't like that.
You're not... Are you trying to do the same thing in Denver?
Yes. So not Denmark, but Denver. No. The Denver one, not Denmark.
Not the Denmark one. one.
Not the
Denver
Denmark.
one.
Denver.
Right.
Your help a lot. It's
That
kind
was-
of messy in there.
That was pretty risky last time, though.
I mean, but yeah, but hey, out of 2 times, 1 was successful. So therefore, ratio
wasn't-
says
It wasn't that successful.
it wasn't non-successful.
True. All right. And I position stretch out and get ready to. I'm like doing the downward dog real quick, and just kind of.
Walter, I know that you like. You said earlier that we could have like, refreshments. If you have electrolytes and or super greens in smoothie form, we're gonna do that after.
Walter looks at Diesel.
Diesel is
you-
looking respectfully.
You have any of those?
What? What? Do we have any of what? Do we have any of what now? Sorry, I was really distracted.
Electrolytes. God, I'm dying out of connection. Help.
Oh, electrolytes. Yeah. I got some. Yeah, I can take care of that for sure.
So sorry.
So, this is going to have to be done as a group ritual. You are going to need to attain 25 total successes.
Fudge.
However, you will each get to make as many rolls as you have dots in your stamina. And should you reach the limit of your durability, you can choose to pause this ritual, or you can attempt to push yourself forward. However, for each roll, the amount of potential paradox that you will gain will increase by 2. So as you continue forward, if you bomb or fail the roll, the potential consequences will be immense. You wish to continue?
Yes.
Yes. Literally for Luna, she's got 4 in stamina and her thing is tireless. So, hey, Pop Idol's got to dance. Do combos and all that.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, rewinding of time to this extent is vulgar, as altering the time stream is incredibly not aligned with reality. So the difficulty for this is going to be 8.
Wait,
Oh,
but
gosh.
we're in our chantry, right? So wouldn't that knock it down to coincidental?
Even being in your chantry, altering the flow of time is very vulgar.
Oh wow!
Like it's like the one
boy.
thing that is still vulgar. It would be difficult. However, if you have quintessence, you are able to spend it to reduce the difficulty.
Yeah, I'll spend all of it. I guess 3 is what.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'd have to. Is this for each roll?
The
Like-
quintessence you spend will be for the entire ritual unless you stop in the middle. So bring it down to 5. It'll be 5 all the rolls.
If Talos spends theirs, wait, is it just for Talos's rolls? Or
Yes,
is it for
Talos
like
spend for
groups?
Talos.
Oh, okay. Because I'd be like, we'll put ours together.
Yeah, I mean, we're all doing rolls because it's a group ritual, correct?
If you have some combination of time, life, and mind, you can make it up.
I mean, I only have time.
If we're gonna do it like that, I do have time, life, and mind.
Yes, you two can. If Aaron or Ari together would have the requirement of time, life, and mind, they can assist. But you need to have all 3 of them.
Yeah, Ari has mind and life, to be honest. But
So you have if you have time.
no, I don't have time though. We're the only non-time mages in the group. I think even Galwin has time, if I recall correctly. So I was like, we're the only non-time mages in the group. We're different other ways.
We go hard and go home.
Yep. Yep.
Wait,
Unfortunately, you do not know enough to assist with this ritual.
Mhm.
so is it
Time.
only Luna and Talos then? For 25 successes? I
It sounds physically impossible.
there's no way to make this happen.
You
Not
do not
now.
need to complete a ritual all at once, so you can do some of the rolling today, pause, do some more next time. Just as long as you do not fail the roll entirely, you can keep going until you eventually get the successes. It's not an all or nothing. This is more like putting together a jigsaw puzzle. You can take your time and do it.
How hard is it to get quintessence back?
Well, normally it'd be quite difficult. However, your group here does have a place to recharge your quintessence that you would be able to feel now that you're standing on top of it. So you do know that you could get it back over time.
Okay. I look at Luna. You do know this is going to take quite a long time, right?
You act like I can't have patience with things. I can totally have patience with things. Do you have any idea how long that Rolling Stone interview took?
Yeah, but I mean, do you remember New York? You're kind of a short fuse.
Hey, that was New Year's, and how dare you? We said we'd never talk about that.
Okay, I apologize. You told me not to say it in front of company.
Yeah, mixed company is a no-go.
I forgot.
Maybe,
all right.
maybe I get what you're saying though. Maybe like stops and starts. Like maybe just we try a little bit, tiny bit today, and we go for the long game.
Okay, I think that's the safest way of going.
Yeah.
Perhaps perhaps in the future, a few of us will be powerful enough to help you, so you don't have to do it by yourself.
That would be very helpful.
Very cool.
But thank you for helping her. She might have answers we need, and I think Iron and Ari deserve to ask their mom some questions.
Of course.
Thank you.
I can fix her. I will. Or if we can fix her, we will.
Yeah, of course, a little bit. I mean, you have all this chocolate laying around. Gotta do something for you.
Thank you. And they kind of like grab one of their Baby Yoda backpack and kind of like shake from side to side. I wish I could help, but I don't know anything about time.
Just it passes. Sometimes slow, sometimes fast, but always does until it rewinds. You know, which it does.
Ooh.
Or stops.
You don't always want to do that, though.
Ooh.
Or when it does like that whirly thing. The whirly thing you gotta watch out for.
That sounds scary.
Luna. Are you ready, Luna?
I'm always ready.
All right.
Hi.
I'm all right. I'm gonna put myself over here, and I put myself on the right side of her face, I guess. And she's laying down, right? Or their mom's laying down, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she is laying
down. I put myself on the right side. Get ready to do my half.
Yeah, Luna's on the other side. You know, hands extended.
All right. So I believe you are spinning quintessence.
Yeah, I believe both of us are spinning all of our quintessence to knock it down to 5.
Yes.
All right. 3 dice, difficulty 5.
But I thought other people were. We got an extra.
I don't believe there was anyone else that had the combination of time, life, and mind. Is that correct?
Oh, to add extra dice.
Yes, you need at least one dot in all 3 of the suits to help on the ritual.
All right, so 3 then.
Got 1, 5, and 10.
Ooh.
I got a 10, 5, and a 3.
Hey. I like the same thing. Oh my god.
The what is
of?
How
many did you get?
6?
I got a 10, a 5, and a 3.
Yeah. Okay. So 2 successes from you, 1 success because. One more thing. I don't know if I mentioned this at the session 0. A 1 takes away successes from you, so it'll be a -1 on successes.
What about the 10? Does it counteract the 1?
I mean, sure,
Not
right?
yet. Not unfortunately, not yet. You would need 4 dots in a sphere for that will help you.
If I
But
know
you
that.
but you have 3 successes so far, and you can make. I believe you both have 4 dots of stamina. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yes.
I definitely do, and I took tireless for my thing.
All right, so you can make 3 more rolls. Then we'll see where you are then.
Okay. Oh.
Uh-oh.
I got 2 10s.
What? I got a 10, an 8, and a 9.
Wow.
We're going to save mommy.
Yeah, I'm feeling more confident in this.
I know. Before I was like, oh, this is going to be so bad.
Okay. 2 more rolls.
Right.
You are at 8 now, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're not going to make it this time, but we're going to make it then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like that. I just have an 8 and then a 2 and a 4.
I got a 8, and is that a 6 or 9? That's a 9! What the?
4 more. 12.
What?
Okay.
These dice, like, moms get killed too often.
Fire. Dice is on fire.
We're gonna do this the other way.
It's ironic because in the last game Markeia and I played together, my mom died.
Really? Oh.
You have an opportunity.
Yeah.
All right,
and,
one
and,
more.
and in the game, we had to talk to her after she was dead, but she could only talk plant and flowers. So yeah.
I got a 7, 6, and 10.
Wow.
I'm very happy right now.
I got a 8, a 1, and a 5. So I think that's
1.
That's 1.
Mm-hmm.
You have 1 because the 1 will take away. Okay.
It was
So
good
you're at 16 successes, and you are at the limits of your stamina. So you have 2 options. You can spend a willpower point to pause your ritual, pick it up later, or you can push through it and roll your stamina against a difficulty of 6. If you succeed, you get another ritual roll. If you fail, you risk collapsing the entire ritual. Which would you like to do?
How dare you ask a chaos gremlin that? How dare?
Oh no.
There is a total of 8 paradox that will be given to you if this entire ritual fails.
How many dice do I get to roll on this?
You will get your entire stamina roll. For the stamina roll, you'll get your entire stamina stat, and if you have a specialty that applies, that will count.
Tireless. I've got
You
4
said-
in tireless. So how many would that be to roll?
4 and any 10 will count double successes.
The temptation is real.
Oh boy.
Diesel just gently pushes Ari forward into Xandria's line of view.
I mean,
Sees that flash of madness in Xandria's eyes. Just gently puts the child in her line of vision.
oh,
Do you want chocolate?
Oh, goodness.
I like I was really young and everything, but just do you know what the term hot streak means? I think I'm on one right now, and it's like I need to know: are we team stay or team yay right now?
They look over towards Diesel like, are we? I can make that decision.
I look over at Iron.
Because I enjoy playing the devil in this situation, you will only need 1 success on the stamina roll to continue.
Iron looks up and she kind of has been looking very sternly this whole time, but she looks at Diesel, she looks down at Ari, and then she looks to Luna and nods. Do it.
Luna, I don't have a good feeling about this. continue if you need.
You felt that way. Remember? It was God. Where were we? Copenhagen. We were in Copenhagen, and you felt like that, and you were just like, "Hey, we need to not." Oh, wait, not Copenhagen because that turned out badly. Not that one.
It was
Nice. Nice was nice.
You can't.
If you want, I could just only do it. I could just only do it if you want.
Storyteller. Is there a possibility of it succeeding with just one person rolling?
The successes will be added to it. Just one. If only one of you considers, it doesn't change the ritual itself.
Okay. All right. I started it with you, Luna. I'll finish it.
You've reached your decision. Roll me your stamina attributes.
Okay, so how many dice are we rolling here? If I have 4 plus tireless, is that
4 dice, and any 10 will count twice.
Okay. I have tireless too. I'm just gonna take that. I haven't taken one.
Yeah, I mean, being a doctor, in all sorts of places in the world, you have to have that.
Yeah,
I like the idea of calling it persistent.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Right.
Okay, so one roll to roll them all.
It's just one die.
4 dice.
We just need one.
4 dice.
4 dice.
4 dice.
1 success.
You just need
one success, and 10s count for double. We just need 1 success.
All right.
No stress. It's fine.
Okay. I was stressing.
Oh my God! What are we doing? This is so fun.
Yeah. I think everyone's just like, "Oh, cover your face." It's like when you're in the movie theater, you just like, "Oh, I can't watch the train wreck."
Okay, I did get a 7. I got a 7, 2 5s, and a 4, but I did get a 7, so that is the 1 success.
Okay. Did Tello succeed as well?
I have a 4, and then a 9, 8, and 10.
Oh,
It is taking a lot out of you. You can make another. Give me another round of rolls. This will be your art, same difficulty of 5. Your 9 away from your target.
All right.
You can spend willpower for an automatic success as well. Don't forget that.
Wait, what? Say what?
You can spend willpower for an automatic success.
Okay, so 1 automatic success is willpower.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
However, if you use up all your willpower, you won't be able to pause the ritual. So if you use up all of it, you're going all in. So be careful.
And we need 9.
9 more successes.
And we're only rolling 3 dice now? Wait, we were rolling 3 dice before.
Yes.
What am I saying?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Can we do willpower to just add an additional success right now, or just be like,
Yes.
hey, I want this many? I will do. Oh my God, I feel my heart is beating so hard. I'm like, I'm in. This is why I don't gamble right now. This is why I don't.
Yeah, so the thing is, if you use 1 willpower, that automatically guarantees a success for the roll. Sadly, you only can use 1 willpower per roll, but still, but it definitely helps save the day.
I see where the brain is going, and I like it.
I was gonna be like, oh, I'll do 3.
Yeah.
But that's 3 rolls, and I might not be able to get there. So I'll do.
We got this.
We got this like normally.
You were on a hot streak, as you said, a hot streak.
Ooh, now I feel like I'm cooling down. Though. It's like, oh, I only got 1 success.
Keep going.
All right, here we go.
It's like the Price is Right.
Did you roll already, Talos?
I did. Yeah, I did.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I I zeroed out on that one. I got a 7 and a 1 and a 3. So
you got one.
Oh.
But you got one success
Yeah.
for the willpower roll, right? You use willpower for that roll.
yes, I'm using.
I got 9, 8, 3, and then I'll just use a willpower just for fun.
All right.
That's,
Four
that's how
more.
many in total?
4 more, so they
20.
Mm-hmm.
All
Really?
right.
How much?
And
20.
once
We have 20.
20, 25 total, you're at 20. So I offer you the devil's bargain again. Do you wish to pause here or keep going? This time the stamina roll will be one more difficult, so it'll be 7.
Any chance to use willpower on that?
Unfortunately, I don't believe you can use willpower to continue a ritual, but I will double check to be as nice as possible.
We only need 5 more successes, right?
Oh, that's so.
It's like, come on.
Oh.
Do you need for me to like sweeten the pot a little bit and give you 2 willpower for the 1?
You'll give trade the XP at the end of the session.
Ooh.
I only have 1 XP left. So.
This is a hell of a way to make a first impression, though. Like,
Like, if you're trying to gain our trust, this isn't a bad way to go about it.
just,
I mean, it cuts through the red tape, right?
I mean, I'm in, to be honest.
I know. I'm hoping that we can do a willpower for this, but it's like I gotta see this through. I will say, for RP wise, Luna has grabbed chocolate from around the room and it's just kind of like.
I think when you see your chocolate starting to disappear, you just see Ari just place another one in your hands. You just a chocolate bar just magically appears in your hand. You're
Ari's just the chocolate nurse.
Yep.
Okay.
Instead of dabbing
So
your forehead with a cloth, they're just like chocolate.
Chocolate.
I'm going to say you cannot use a willpower on the stamina roll because there's a second different part that the willpower will be used for.
I'm
Is
getting.
there any way I can use my resources to temporarily up the stamina? I mean, I've got 5 in resources.
Get yourself some caffeine pills.
Unfortunately, not. I think literally the only way that you can do that would be if you had drugs. Literally, so
Who
unfortunately.
says
you
that
wouldn't.
Zandria doesn't have drugs on her?
Personal question regarding this
Wait.
role: are they able to use quintessence to lower the difficulty at all? Is that a thing that's
We-
legal?
We
They've
use that
done
for
this.
quintessence.
Yeah,
They reduce it to 5 using the quintessence. They can't use quintessence on the stamina roll.
Mm-hmm.
Being that I honestly believe that you guys have got this. I believe in you.
Okay.
Like, Diesel is like kind of standing close to Talos, and like every now and then they kind of just hum under their breath a little bit, and like Diesel has a really nice voice, but like, yeah, they're just kind of, sending out as many good vibes as they can.
I'm just saying, getting one hit
Receiving
on like 8 dice in total should be easy.
Is it?
No, we're rolling. Oh, you're
So
right.
we need
We're
one
rolling
each.
4. I'm sorry. We're rolling
Is it?
5.
We need
4.
one per.
It's
Yes,
No,
you
we're
both
rolling.
have to. You both will need to consider one of you. If one of you fails the stamina, they won't be able to continue the roll, as you will basically collapse from exhaustion.
Is it possible to use a life spear to give them a boost to make it a bit easier?
You could have boosted their stamina, but you'd have to be at least like 4 for that.
Ooh, oh wow. Okay, never mind. I don't have that.
It's like,
Ooh, what about boosting their quintessence? Can I boost their quintessence to give them more quintessence to lower their difficulty?
Unfortunately, not for that. There are things you can do with quintessence. They wouldn't be immediately helpful now.
Okay, you guys got this. It's difficulty 7 with 4 dice. I know you can do it,
it's YOLO.
and you're 5 away.
You accept the devil's deal again? Or will you stop here?
Yeah, I just look at Luna and I'm in it if you're in it. I feel like we're so close.
It's just like that time in Cook Island.
Cook Island was disaster. Why would you bring
Oh,
that
but
up?
the food was so good, right? Afterwards,
It's true. It's true. Well, let's hope
the good
it's just the
feelings
after.
of the food.
All right.
Taking that into the role.
Okay. I'm gonna roll.
Okay.
4 dice, difficulty 7.
Oh. I got 1 9. I got 9, a 6, 5, and a 2.
I had a 6, 4, 2, and then a 10. So it worked out.
All right. Exhaustion is setting in, but you think you can push forward just a little bit more. All
Okay.
right, give me your art tables. See
I don't
if
know
it
if
was
I can
worth
do this again.
it. See if it was worth it. You need 5 successes.
Should I say that time in Vegas right now? Should I bring that up, or it's too early? It's too early to bring up
It's
Vegas.
too early.
Too early to bring up.
I need you to focus. Luna.
I am
Focus.
so focused. So focused. No, like Kai, I am so focused.
It's time to use
You know, it's time to use willpower.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna use the willpower.
Oh,
That's
I
happening.
fire as well. I'm gonna say that
Yeah.
right now.
Using
Yeah.
that.
that puts us at 22.
It puts that at 22, so we only need 3 more.
Okay.
Kai, what time is this like? Right now. Right. The
It's,
edge.
it's just like Seattle.
Yes.
I remember it.
Who
It's
who
so
knew?
we were close on that one too.
Super close. I've never base jumped before, but that was a
Yeah.
perfect celebration afterwards.
I almost hit the needle. I told you it was not a good idea.
I'm just
But-
imagining Walter
Wink.
and Diesel just look at each other every single time a town is mentioned.
Not just that, but it's just like we're sitting here like Diesel is starting to have heart palpitations. It's just like, did it work?
Walter is
The rest of you can feel a mixture of time changing, being altered, as well as just this heavy, unnatural feeling. As it's as if paradox has wrapped itself around them and is just waiting for the opportunity, the chance to smash down on them like a hammer.
I
They
don't like
are
that.
balancing on the edge of the knife.
This is where Luna lives.
Well, I mean, you use willpower, so no matter what, you're at least safe from paradox. But, yeah. Let's see.
I don't live here.
But it's good to visit, right?
Yeah. All right, let's do this.
Let's save Mummy.
Thank you.
Oh boy.
Is this 7 or above or 6 and above now that we're back on the usual?
Or is it?
5.
Difficulty
5 and
5, so
above?
5 and up for the
Oh,
knife.
it's 5.
Mhm.
Okay.
5 and up.
3 dice.
3 dice. 6, 2, 10.
Hey.
2 successes. Okay. I believe you spent a power on that as well. Is that
I
correct?
did spend a point
Oh.
over, so we only needed
Okay.
3, I believe.
You need 2 more successes.
And you
More?
already have.
We need 1 more.
Yeah, just one more.
1 more. We both spent power.
How many successes do you have total?
I have 4, 5, and 10. So that should be.
Two successes.
Cheers.
We get 26 successes out of that.
Yeah. So we should.
We went over.
As you the brink of exhaustion,
I just
you all
collapsed.
Yeah.
feel time changing, being altered, and just as it feels that you can't push anymore, it's almost as if the pressure in the room dissipates all at once, and a weight that was on your shoulders that you hadn't truly noticed alleviates as the woman in front of you slowly opens her eyes and begins to sit up. And with that, end our story for the evening.
Just want to say that when Talos fell, like collapsed to the ground, Diesel caught him.
Of course. Wow. What
What
an,
a first impression.
I know, what an episode. This was incredible. First of all, thank you, of course, Ray, for being such a fantastic storyteller. Thank you to our new members to this cast. You came in swinging to the fences and came out victorious. So congratulations. Of course, thank you, of course, to our current cast. You all are absolutely incredible. And thank you, of course, to our viewers for supporting us, because without you, we wouldn't be here. So we'll be here. We'll be, of course, be here next Monday for episode 5. Boss Beyond Time. But until then, farewell for now.